because I almost wasn't going to do one of these Sunday Q&As today because I still need to edit 2 videos and just get a bunch of other stuff done tomorrow. Now I was designing some stuff on the computer for the FD, the intake manifold. The lower part of the intake manifold is 3D printing right now, but yeah, just need to get some stuff done. So I'll probably make this live stream pretty quick. We'll see how many people are in here, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm getting pretty close on the roof. I was going to get the roof mold done this week, and then I pretty much started laying the fabric out. So when you make a mold or make a carbon fiber piece, you always want to pre-lay all the fabric out. And I started doing that, and I was like, well, I'm like 5 yards too short on fabric. So I ordered a bunch more fabric. Actually, I ordered a bunch of stuff from the company, and I need to call them tomorrow because they weren't open Thursday or Friday, which I ordered all the stuff Thursday. And I put the order in Thursday because I thought they'd be open Friday, but they must have had like this whole week off, like 5 days off. So hopefully they're back Monday because I really need this fabric, and then I'll call them tomorrow as well and tell them how many yards I was short so I can get that added to my order as well. So hopefully by Friday I can have all the materials. Hopefully before Friday I'll have all the materials. It's quite a bit of stuff, but then I could get the roof mold done. And I was very surprised at how heavy the FC fan shroud mold is. So sometime this week, I think this week, I should be able to make the carbon fiber FC fan shroud so I could have the electric fan finally on the FC. That'll be really nice, and the part will be really nice as well. So I can't wait to see that carbon fiber piece. And then we can get the carbon fiber roof done on the Charger, which that's the only reason I'm waiting to paint the car. I bodyworked the fender and stuff today, and pretty much I just need to prime the car one more time, hit in 320, seal it, and then we can go to paint it. So it's getting very close, which is really nice. So let's see. Yo, Dave, I showed your build to my brother-in-law. He loves it. Thanks, I appreciate it. Hi, love from India. What's going on? Any carbon fiber parts? I haven't made any carbon fiber parts yet. I made the carbon fiber mold, but it's just chilling. It looks good though, so that's a plus. Let's see. Are you planning on making carbon fiber parts for other? Hold on. Carbon fiber parts for other parts of the car, since it's not just the roof and hatch that you have custom fabricated. And how exactly does the process of using a mold work? So yes, I do plan on making other carbon fiber parts. I actually was looking, so I have all the brand new grills, and the lower grills that go on the side of the bumper, I really don't like how they made them on the Hellcat. So on the Scat Packs, I think on the Scat Pack wide bodies, they have like a little marker light in that grill. So the grill, the intake into the grill is only like this big, but the grill is like huge. It's like as big as my face. So what I want to do is modify that grill. I need to find somebody to 3D scan them, and then I might make those out of carbon fiber as well, the same carbon fiber. And there's a few other things I want to make out of carbon fiber. So I want to make the molding that goes around the windows on the doors out of carbon fiber, out of the same carbon fiber. I want to make the bezel that goes around the gauge cluster and everything out of the same carbon fiber, and the shifter console, the same carbon fiber, and then maybe some other miscellaneous stuff like that. So we'll see. I mean, the mold, how it works is you have to get, like I've showed you guys how nice I've gotten that primer roof. I cleared it and blocked it out and everything. It's super smooth, and if I buffed it, it would look like like something that's painted, but it's just a bunch of different colors. But after you get something like nice and smooth and you make the mold, what the mold does is you spray gel coat in it, and then you lay the fabric in the gel coat, and then you lay you lay however many layers of fabric you're going to do. With the roof, I'm only going to do 2 layers of carbon, and then in the center, I'm going to do like a layer of Soric, and then it's like a honeycomb, just kind of like a filler to make it a little bit stronger. But once you lay all that stuff in, then you have your peel ply layer, your breather layer, and then your vacuum bag. So, and then like hoses and miscellaneous stuff. So what that does, the mold just makes it so you can form the exact same part that you're making. So I've seen a lot of people on YouTube, they just pretty much lay carbon over a roof. They'll put mold release or whatever on a roof, then they'll lay a bunch of carbon over it, squeegee it out, and not vacuum bag it, which makes a very, very heavy part. I'm trying to keep this roof, hopefully I can make like 5 pounds. That'd be really nice. For how large it is, 5 pounds is gonna be amazing. I think this one probably weighs, I'd say like 50 pounds or something like that. It's pretty decently heavy. But so what the mold does is it makes it so you can make the exact copy of the part, and then you get the exact finish that's off the part. So that's why it took so much time getting the roof to look as good as it did, and why it took so long with all the body work. Because once the mold's made, it's set in stone. It's whatever part's coming out of the mold is what it's going to look like. So I didn't want a bunch of body filler or anything on the roof. I didn't want the roof to be 2 pieces. It's just a lot nicer this way. It's a lot nicer to make a complex bend part out of composite than out of metal, because I would have had to weld a bunch of pieces together, and it would have been just a bunch of welded stuff with body filler on it. So I may end up also doing the core panels. I'm still contemplating it. It's gonna be kind of a pain. It's not as much carbon fiber because it's a lot thinner pieces, but it's still a very large mold. So we'll see what happens. I'm not 100% sure on the side molds, but I still need to make the hatch mold. So once the roof mold's made, I'll probably make the roof part, then I'll paint the car, then I'll make the hatch mold, and etc. So we can get that thing all done, and then I can put the roof and stuff on the car, and the car will actually be finally painted. So yeah, it's just one of those things. Happy New Year, Dave. Happy New Year, everybody. Next vid dropping tomorrow. I'll have a video out tomorrow. Carbon fiber roof with a panoramic sunroof. No, there's gonna not be a sunroof. What's up, man? Not much. Plans for the Hellwagon when done, like going to SEMA, race week, etc. I plan on going race week with it. I already have a spot at SEMA, a few spots, so it just depends on which company I'm going to pick. I'm kind of waiting for Dodge to reach out to me, so maybe if that happens, I want it to be in Dodge's booth, like I've said before. So it's definitely going to SEMA. It's definitely going to race week, and yeah, I mean, we'll see. There's a bunch of other stuff. I want to drive up to California for 4th of July, so well, it's all up in the air. We'll see what happens. Fogs, headlights, lamp, I don't know. How long until you break into the engine, or is it ready to drop in roll? So the engine isn't built yet. So I need to order a stroker kit for it. I need to send the heads off. I need to order the dry sump. I need to order all that stuff. So I really want this thing to be painted before I start ordering all the engine parts and have all that stuff laying around, so I could just put the engine together, drop it in the engine bay, and not have to worry about, you know, this expensive engine just sitting around and just taking up space. So it shouldn't take too long to build the engine. It'd probably take like a week or so, and it's not going to be something that's very, very hard. It's just going to be, you know, bored out, you know, new bearings. It's going to have brand new crank, new rods, new pistons, even though the Hellcat or the Trackhawk ones, Hellcat ones are still good. So we'll get it to a 426, and hopefully we can make some good power. And then I need to find somebody that can tune the factory ECU, but I need to buy a car, which I'm actually thinking about buying a wide body Hellcat maybe this week. So we'll see. It's a little bit more wrecked than I want. All the airbags and stuff are popped in it. So I really wanted all the interior if I get one, instead of having an issue with having to buy airbags and buy front seats anyway. So we'll see. I might pass on it and then find a next one in the next couple weeks or months, or however long it takes till I get to interior, because I want to do the engine and everything before I do the interior. So we'll see. Hey Dave, how's it going? Question: can you use carbon fiber for material for your seat? I think carbon fiber would look good inside as well. So the issue is carbon fiber is like fiberglass. You don't want to have raw carbon fiber anywhere. I used to have this shift boot that was carbon fiber, and it was just like the fabric and gives you like splinters. So it's cool looking, but you don't want it as a fabric. I'm sure I could have somebody duplicate maybe a fabric to kind of look like the same, but I want the interior color to be that caramel color. So that's what I've been looking for a wide body Hellcat or a normal Hellcat that has that caramel interior. So we'll see if I can find it. Love this build. Thanks. What color are you leaning towards? So I already have a color. It's Frostbite Blue. There's a video on the paint color. Hi, Dave. What's up, bro? Awesome job. Love your project. Thanks. I appreciate it. What color are you painting the car? Frostbite Blue. I can't wait till it's painted Frostbite Blue. It's going to be such a badass color on it. Should show off the lines of the car. Hell yeah. How heavy is it going to be when done? So I'm trying to keep the car under 5,000 pounds. So the red Magnum was 4,800 pounds, I think. So if I could keep this under 5,000 or under, I'll be very, very happy, because it's going to be like 1,200 pounds lighter than a Trackhawk if I could keep it around 5,000 pounds. And so Trackhawk's already ridiculously fast stock. And if I could keep it, like if you shave like 1,000 pounds off with Trackhawk, imagine how fast it'd be. Plus I'm going to add like an extra 800 horsepower to it. So, it should be a pretty quick car. So how anxious are you for an all-wheel drive boosted launch? I think that is like the ultimate thing. I can't wait to do is a boosted launch with the Charger. I really don't think I'm going to have any issues with braking anything. So since it's all Trackhawk drivetrain, it should be at least, I would say, like 30 or 40% stronger than the Charger stuff. So boosted launch is going to be insane, and it's going to be awesome. So, hi Dave, will the carbon fiber roof affect the structural strength? Hi from Australia, 1 p.m. Monday afternoon. So it should. Technically, I feel like how I'm going to make it with the one layer of carbon Kevlar, the bottom layer is just going to be normal 3x3 twill carbon, and or 3K carbon, 2x2 twill 3K carbon, and then I'm going to have a piece of Soric in the center, and then I'm going to have some carbon fiber strips on the side to match that layer of Soric. So I think it's going to be quite a bit stronger than the metal roof, just because of how the composite's going to be. It's going to be, it's going to be probably the same thickness. I'm trying to keep it around the same thickness. That's why I'm going with 2 layers, because when it gets to the flanges, I don't want it to be too thick. But I feel like it should be structurally stronger, because it's carbon fiber is crazy strong. Plus I'm using the resin that I'm using what am I trying to think of? I'm using fiberglass resin instead of like a polyester resin, and it's like a high strength / it has good flexibility. So if the car ever got hailed on, I'd be okay, because the roof wouldn't get messed up. But without actually doing like a brake test, it's kind of hard to tell. But it should be quite a bit stronger. I guess we'll see once once I pop it out of the mold and I try to hold it up and stuff and see if it bends or anything. But it should be quite a bit stronger, I think. Greetings from Puerto Rico. I have a 2020 wide body Charger Hellcat and a 2006 SRT8 Magnum. Love your build. Thanks, I appreciate it. How many cars do you have? I have a lot of cars. How much will this cost in the end? I don't know. Will she be able to road race, or is she built solely for a straight line? So I'm not really a drag race person. I'm going to take it to the drag race to get kicked out because it's going to be way too fast without a cage. But mostly I'm going to do, I'll do road race and stuff like that, or I'll do events. But I don't want to be stuck going in a straight line. I've never liked it. I've always driven cars. When I was in high school, I used to go up to the mountains with my 240 and stuff like that, which is kind of cliche, I guess, but it was in 2005, so it was before all the drifting stuff. Greetings from Argentina. Can't wait to see the car done. Hell yeah. Hello from Scotland, Dave, and Happy New Year to you. This is the year of the Hell Wagon. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it finish. Love the channel and builds. Keep up the good work. Thanks. I appreciate it. Are you going for 1,000 wheel? So why my title says 1,000 is because I can't insure the car with Haggerty unless it's under like 1,000 or under. So it's going to be 15. So it's well, the high is going to be 15, the low is going to be 1,000. So I think that's how I'm going to kind of get away with it. But yeah, it's going to be like 1,500. It's going to be close. I don't see any reason why a 426 can't make 1,500 horsepower with twins. So hello, Dave. Happy Sunday. What's the next project you have in mind? I have quite a few projects in mind. I was almost going to buy something from the auction today, but I ended up not doing it because the reason why I haven't bought a lot of cars lately is a lot of the places in a lot of states, if you fly there, you have to like quarantine for like 2 weeks. The same reason I'm trying to get around with the Stagia. So I've been looking for a Nissan Stagia for a long time. I found a Nissan Stagia with an RB26 all-wheel drive 5-speed manual in Canada. But the issue if you fly to Canada is you have to quarantine for 2 weeks, which I don't want to do. So tomorrow the dealership should be open. I'm going to call them and see if I can wire transfer them the money, and if they'll just drive the car across the border and I could fly to Oregon. I think it's Oregon, and then just get the car from them. So that'll kind of kill two birds with one stone. I won't have to deal with customs or the not customs, but yeah, customs and the border crossing, because it's I don't even know if you can cross the border right now from Canada. So that's another thing I have to think about. But I have been looking for a Stagia, and hopefully everything works out. It's pretty good deal. It's still a lot of money, but it's another station wagon. How many station wagons do I need? I need to find a girlfriend, I guess, if I have all these station wagons. But let's see. Happy belated New Year's, Dave. Blessings to you and your family. Would you entertain building another Hell wagon if the price was right? So I've told quite a few people. I've done it on live streams as well. I may end up taking molds of the quarters or the sides of the car, and then I could just do carbon fiber or fiberglass mold or fiberglass panels. Probably most likely, with how expensive these cars, I just do a carbon fiber panel and just paint it. But with all the labor and how intense this is, I would most likely just go down, buy a brand new 2020 Hellcat wide body, and then just convert it to a station wagon. So at that point, the car is like 95 grand. So I was thinking like a $200,000 price tag once it's all said and done. So, if you're interested and you have the funds, DM me, or I have the email link in my description, and you can reach out to me and we can work something out. But, I want to get this one done first. So it'll probably take second priority after that. How amazing would it be to have complete conversion kits available at some point for all those who want to convert their chargers into hell wagons? I mean, I'm going to have the molds, and if I do take side molds of the car, most likely I could just have a kit, and it's the only issue is the panels would be so big that I'd most likely I wouldn't want to ship them, so it'd be like a pickup or something. You'd have to pick them up because it's literally the whole side of the car plus the whole roof is big, and then the hatch is big. So it's one of those things. Shipping's always sketchy. Let's see. I'm thinking about doing something to one of the cars that I own. I have a 2011 Malibu, and I'm thinking about putting a 2011 Impala SS motor in it just because it's never been done. Do you think it's possible? I think they're pretty much the same. I think they use the same tranny almost. I think it'd fit. I mean, you just have to kind of measure it. When's the mini build? That thing's tight. Um, it's coming. I'm not really giving it priority or anything like that, but I do have some ideas with the mini. So it's definitely in the works. I just want to get the charger done. I've been putting a lot of stuff off because of the charger build. I actually finally finalized the lower part of the intake manifold for the FD, and I'm 3D printing that right now. I've tried to 3D print it like 4 times now. My 3D printer has been being well, not the printer itself, but the filament I think that I was using had moisture in it, and it kept getting the tip clog. So I changed the filament today, and it's like 8% printed, which is the furthest it's been so far. So in another 36 hours, I'll have a lower intake manifold for the FD, and I could test fit it, and then I could start designing the upper manifold, and then I already have the other manifold designed after that. So I can't wait, because once I have that designed, I could send it off, have it made, and then I could finally have the FD back together, and I could get it retuned and hopefully make like 600 horse on it. How laggy do you think it will be? So I'm going to try to size the turbos correctly. So plus I'm going to use pretty expensive turbochargers. They shouldn't have too much lag. So we'll see what happens, but it shouldn't be that bad. It's a lot of displacement out of the engine. It shouldn't have an issue spinning some turbochargers, especially if I do twins. If I did like a huge single, it'd probably have a lot more lag, but since I'm going with twins, it'll probably be less lag. You'll have a little bit more lag. It won't be like a supercharger, but it'll have, how superchargers get when you're on the highway, and it's almost like an electric car. It still has that get up though, but it just isn't the same. When you have high horsepower boosted car, it's just like turbo car. It's just crazy once the turbos hit. So, plus you could brake boost it and stuff like that. And I think turbo cars are a lot better. Like your Magnum build, excellent work. Thanks. Superbird. Hey Dave, Happy New Year's. Had an idea. Porsche has an option to have exterior body color on certain interior trim pieces. I could see some trims in that blue if you decide to go full black interior. I think that blue carbon or blue Kevlar carbon would look good even with the caramel interior. So it's I'm thinking about it. Hey Dave, do you think salvage prices have gone expensive since COVID started? I don't know. It's about the same. It's literally, it just seems like shipping is more to ship a car now than it was before. Border is closed, and it would be Washington State. It might be. It might be. I have to see where that dealership's located now. Is the border closed? I thought you could still. I wonder. I think can't Canadians come into the U.S.? I thought people from the U.S. couldn't go to Canada. I really want that car though. I wonder if the dealership will just let me store it there, and I could see how long I could store it there until, because it only has three more years until until it's legal. So just be like, the border's been closed for like 3 years, and just leave it at their place until it's legal. Auction prices are crazy high on everything. They've been high, so it was way before this whole thing happened. So it's not like they just went up. It's just really been ridiculous for quite a while. When do you have on planning the Magnum done? Like, is there a goal for you? By spring is the goal. Where did you learn how to work on cars and do all that fabrication? Pretty much I taught myself a lot of stuff. So a long time ago, I bought all the stuff to make like a carbon fiber part, and I bought it all off eBay. It was just a bunch of random stuff, and I kind of taught myself how to do that. And the first part wasn't that great, and I didn't vacuum bag it. I just wet lay it. I just did a wet layup, and it came out pretty good. I made like a mold and did a wet layup and everything, and it was all right. But vacuum bagging is so much nicer. If I could make a die and have it pressed and do dry carbon, I would, but I don't have that much money, and I don't have a press big enough to do a roof or a hatch or anything like that. But it's what I have and what I could do. I mean, vacuum bagging, it's going to be probably good enough. If I had an oven big enough, I could heat it up, because these are high temp molds. I might actually cure the FC fan shroud mold in the oven, and then do a dry carbon piece. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. I just it's vacuum bagging. It's good for what it is. It doesn't really matter. But how long do you think it would be before we can get to the engine work on Rampage? It's probably going to be at least a month or two. Oh no, 5% battery power. Not my business, but is this your main income? If not, what is it? So this isn't really an income source, YouTube. It just kind of helps a little bit with working on the car and paying for some of the stuff. But at the end of the day, I do a lot of other stuff to make money. So let's see. Have you ever seen Cleveland Power and Performance Hellcat charger named Reverence? No, I haven't. I haven't even heard of that. It's gonna be so cool when you're done with the Magnum and people see you driving it. Pretty sure they're going to run to their local Dodge dealership to get one. Looking forward to seeing more on the FD. Let's see. Have you seen the channel that has the new Charger front and the old Magnum? There's quite a few. I'm not sure which one you're referring to, but I've seen quite a few, because people tag me in them and they're like, somebody beat you to it. And I'm like, it's just a front end conversion. You follow Mod to Fame. He's twinning his Hellcat 2. Might be a good person to contact on info. He's doing what? Twinning. Oh, twin turboing. So I've fabricated a lot of turbo kits. It's not a big deal. It's I'm not gonna buy a kit, is what I'm trying to say. I'm just gonna build one. I've been watching you from the beginning of the Charger wagon build. Good job on it. Thanks. I think the caramel interior would be nice with all the blue. So they had I saw the Doug DeMiro one where he just reviewed, I think it was the Hellraising color, but it had the caramel interior. And he was like talking down on the interior color. I was like, that's a really tight color. Like, especially with the Frostbite blue, if that color was in Frostbite blue, it would be like the best color combination. Love you, bro. I live in St. Louis, and there are a lot of wrecked Mopars here if you need parts. Hell yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. How much for the 2020 Magnum? Just jokes. I'm a truck driver. We are the only ones other than essential workers. Oh man, I need a car from Canada, and I can't get it. Yeah, you made it into the Sunday chat. Hi, Dave. Thank you for making these videos. Really nice to see the variety of cars you get involved with. Also, border is closed. This is making me very depressed because I wanted to drive a Stagea by the end of the week. So I'm not happy. I'm not happy, but it's just disappointing. I just want to go. I would like to just fly into Canada, buy the car, and then figure out how to register it or something. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it, but I'll figure it out. My dude skipped my question. I'm out. I don't even know a question. I'm pretty sure I've read like every question. Have you checked out the Speed Core Performance all-wheel drive charger? Seems like it would be good to look at for the powertrain setup. I already know what powertrain I'm using. I'm pretty sure they're using the 5-speed tranny, which they're probably going to start using the Trackhawk tranny after I put mine in there. So when you get the Stagea, will it be getting the R34 GTR conversion? So yes, I'll be putting a R34 front end on it. It already has RB26 and all the stuff in it. I'm not sure if it came factory that way. It's a 98. It says it's a factory RB26 car, but I don't know. The gauge cluster looks like it has the automatic thing, so I think it's just swapped. But that's fine with me. I mean, it's I don't think they ever came. I don't know if Stageas ever came manual from the factory. I'm not 100% sure on that. My friend has a cool ass 4-door Nissan right-hand drive that's really freaking sweet. Never seen one. Tubbs, you didn't skip your question. He said by spring. Hell yeah. At least somebody's listening. Hi Dave, how you doing today? I'm not doing too bad. Just kind of chilling with only 3% battery life left. Man, I need a charger. I don't have one here. Hope you're going to put that beast in some car shows when done. I'm going to put it in some car shows and on the track. Have you heard of the Dodge Charger Ghoul? I think I saw something and people were saying like it was supposed to come out years ago and they just keep popping it up and then nothing ever happens. So are you putting a cage in it? I am not. Merry Christmas from Australia, mate. Hell yeah, Glenn. Dave, when do you think the Magnum will be done? I do like you are not in a hurry and trying to make it perfect. Keep up the good work and don't take shortcuts. I'm trying to make spring, so hopefully we can make that deadline. Even if the interior isn't all the way finished, I want the exterior and the engine and the drivetrain to all be done by spring. And then the interior is pretty simple. So you can fly to Canada, yes, and you can cross the border back into the US as a citizen. So that's your workaround. But don't you still have to quarantine for like 2 weeks, which would be, I'm not going to quarantine. I don't want to quarantine anywhere for 2 weeks. If I had to sit somewhere for 2 weeks, I'd probably kill myself. The goal was an April Fool's joke. Yeah, I figured. Bro, go grab that charger. What? How did you come up with the idea of the Charger wagon? So when I was building the original Magnum, I wanted to build a newer one, and it just kind of evolved to that. So what was that, like 2 years ago? It's just one of those things. Now the old Magnum is going to be getting a Hellcat drivetrain, so that'll be kind of cool. Did someone from Dodge contact you to help? No, nobody from Dodge has contacted me, unfortunately, but you're the man, Dave. Shout for the sky. Oh, shoot for the sky, my brother. Hell yeah, thanks. Keep up the good work. Really enjoy your level of technical detail. Thanks. Phone charger, my bad. Oh, phone charger, my bad. Oh. Can I pay to build me a car? I really don't like building other people's cars just because I don't know it always seems like people aren't satisfied with the builds. I don't know. It's just one of those things. You have to quarantine for 14 days in Canada, 14 days in the US. That's a month of sitting. I I don't really think you'd have to quarantine for 14 days in the US. I've been across the US and I haven't quarantined anywhere. So um, yeah, I wouldn't want to do the whole thing in Canada though. So do you like graveyard cars? What's a graveyard car? If you mean auction cars, I like I don't like buying cars that are projects. I don't like stuff that's finished. It's just it's just every time I've bought a car that was supposedly supposed to be finished and nice and it was a built car, it's always just like a bunch of just haggard stuff, and then I have to go through it and redo all this stuff, just like the FD. So I bought the FD. It was pretty cheap when I bought it. So at the time, I bought my FD at 25 FD. FD. They only made like 200 or something of them in brilliant black in 95, and I paid 18 grand for it. So now it's worth like I've seen like 93s going for like 40 something thousand dollars, and this one's like a pretty decently rare one, I'd say. But when I got it, it was just like everything in it was just like hack job. So and then when I pulled the engine out, come to find out one of the the ears for where the transmission bolts was broken off, and the dude had like a shop, like a rotary shop in Texas, build the engine and install it. It's just like, man, this shop did that, and they charged him like $8,000 or something to build the engine. So I just would rather just build my cars or get a project car that needs oh shit. And that's the end of life.